Okay, I'm continuing with my legato series. We've done a lot of talking about how to progress in legato style. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to know your scales. So you're going to have to practice those for sure in all keys. Once you get that all down, and then go through the strength in your fingers, and then do variations, sliding, going through the patterns of the scales with hammer-ons and pull-offs, then you want to make it musical. Now you're going to make a lot of mistakes at first, but the whole idea, that's the fun part about it. You know, you make some mistakes, don't worry about it. Nobody's watching you, and you'll be good when you get on stage or when you're composing your music. So be patient with yourself. You know, this doesn't come overnight. I still got a lot to learn. I mean, I'm still learning. Everybody's learning. No one stops learning. So just be patient with yourself. You know, give yourself some credit. So what I want to do is I want to make this more musical. How do you do that? Well, nowadays, unlike I did starting out, YouTube provides plenty of backing tracks. So what I do is I go through different style backing tracks and then try to incorporate any legato stuff that I just learned or that I want to put in my improv. Improvisation is very important, especially in band settings. If you're in a band setting and you need to jam, you need to be able to improv. Solo. Sometimes constructed solos are great if you're composing, but the best solos, in my opinion, are ones that are improv. On my album Beyond the Scene, most of my solos were improv. They were not composed. Some were, and there's time for that, but most of them were not. And you capture the essence of creativity at that moment that you might not capture again. So this is why it's important. Be musical. So, how do we incorporate legato? Well, you get a backing track. I've chosen a backing track. It's on YouTube. It's a backing track in G major. It says style of slash. That'll be interesting. Let's play it, and I'm going to go through some stuff that we kind of talked about. Some sliding. I'm going to incorporate sliding, variations, phrasing, repeated themes and licks, and hammer-ons and pull-offs. So here we go. Let's try it and see what happens. Let's get some more volume on that. Alright, so it's in key of G. Okay, start off slow. You gotta know the scales. See, I'm just repeating something. Look familiar, right? All right, let's try another one. So there you go. So I just played that, and I was making it up. And you can do the same if you just practice the variation stuff, sliding, hammer-ons and pulls, repeated riffs. I played a lot of stuff that I repeated. I did that, repeated it so that you could see that when you practice those things, you can use those licks over and over again, with discretion, obviously. You might say, well, what about the other stuff, phrasing? That's a whole different thing. You can practice that. We're focusing on legato. So when you do this stuff, after you do the exercises, go through the scales and the hammer-ons, and going, you want to make it musical after you do the variation stuff. Always, your goal, the very last goal, every time in practice, is make it musical. Try to make it musical. Use the legato. It's going to take some time. It's going to develop some strength. Remember, it's all hammer-ons and pull-offs. Pick once in a while. If you feel it starting to get a little dead sounding, pick the note. Hammer-on, pull-off. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. More stuff to come. God bless.